Hi, today I want to take you on a quick tour of the Canvas community. This is an area that you're going to be spending a lot of time in the next few months. This is where your classes will show up. This is where messages from your professors will come in. This is where you can communicate with other members of your class. So you want to make sure that you understand this. And this is a quick one. It's going to take about 10 to 12 minutes. And you take a look through it. You can pause it and kind of do some research on your own, but I just want to make you aware. When you log on to Canvas for the very first time, the first thing you're going to see is this dashboard. Now, speaking of Canvas, how to log into it, you either go to canvas.olivet.edu, that's one way to log in, or the other way is to go through your portal. When you look at the portal, you'll see all the things that your email is right here in the middle, so you can get your Olivet email, which is very important for you to look at every day. That's where messages also go. And then the Canvas Olivet. This is where you would click on and it'll take you right to your dashboard. So these are two ways you can get to the dashboard. But as you look at the dashboard, on the left you'll see a purple ribbon. This is accounts, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. Then you have your dashboard, then you have your courses, all courses. Then you have your calendar that's going to be filled out with due dates and everything that you'll need, and you can add new things. Then you're going to have an inbox here. Questions, and then a library. We're going to go through each one of those. Now, as you look at your dashboard, you're going to see several little tabs here. These tabs represent the classes that you have been enrolled in. If you want to change the color on them, you can simply hit these three buttons, change them to a color. If you want to organize them by color, hit those three buttons, then pick a color. Then you can also put in here the nickname of the class, Theory 101 or whatever your class is, and then you're going to hit apply. This will help you kind of organize your classroom. On the right-hand side over here, you see your to-do list. And this is going to show you things that you have to do yet as you look at that. So just remember that. Now we're going back to the dashboard. Like I said, on the left there's a purple ribbon, and under the account button, if I click here, this is where you're going to set up your preferences for your communication. You have your avatar picture here, and let me speak about that a moment. Please upload your picture into this avatar so that for your professors and other members of your course to be able to see you. Now, do not use a dog's picture, a cat's picture, your mom, your sister, your favorite vacation. This is for your specific picture. So upload it into there, and then everybody can recognize you rather than just see a blank space there. Now, to hit notifications, you're going to take a look at that. This is where you're going to set up how you prefer to be communicated with. You can either be communicated, notify me right away, send me a daily summary, send me a weekly summary, or do not send me anything. Please do not check this one unless it's something that you don't want to hear anything about. But you want to have the messages from your teacher. You want to understand the grades. You want to have the announcements and the submissions, things that have been submitted so you can respond to them. So set this all up, and I want to remind you that you can go back into this at any time and change these preferences. If you're getting too many, or you can change it to notify me right away, or you can say send me a weekly summary of all the announcements. So this is a way you can go back in at any time and change these preferences. Okay? Now, if you click the Courses tab, this is the dashboard again. You can always go back. This is the dashboard. If you click the Courses tab, you're going to access all of your courses that you have been enrolled in. Now let's go down to All Courses. When you go to All Courses, you're going to see stars over here on the left, and on mine you see some that are blank and some that are filled in. If they're filled in, that means they're going to show up on the dashboard. If they're not filled in, that means you need to check them if you want to see them on the dashboard. Some people only like to see 2 or 3 of their courses that they're primarily working on at this point. So you would star them, and they'll show up on your dashboard. Always keep this orientation class starred so that it shows up on your dashboard and you can get to it easily. You can get to these by going to Courses and All Courses, but those that you're using, now once you're through with the class, if you want to unstar them, that's perfectly okay. As we go on, I want to take you a look then. Look at the calendar. Of course, you can set your calendar at things that you need to see. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. For some reason, it's not going to the calendar. So you have courses, all courses. Now notice over here on the right, like I said, you have your to-do list, things that you need to do. You can view your calendar from this position. Sometimes this takes a little time to pop up, but your calendar will always include the due dates that professors have put on to the assignments, and then you can also add your own things into that. And over on the right, you can't see it. There's a whole calendar. You can click on it to see which day you want to look at. So now under that, then you have the inbox. This is a very important tab. The inbox will let you and allow you to click on it and compose a message. If you compose a message and want to send it either to your professor, you can do it right here from Canvas. What we've tried to do is make this so convenient for you so you don't have to go in and out of Canvas, but you can reach anything from here. So you're going to select the course that you want to be in. If you're in 3 courses and you want to send a note to somebody in their specific course, like here, I have all these different courses. I would select a course, and that would be the people that I would talk to. Then you select who you're going to send it to, whether it's your professor, then your subject, then send an individual message, and then you'll write the message in here. You can also add a media to that by clicking on this. And this is where you can make a video, whether it be live, or you can upload a video here if you have something on. Now, if something happens that your video doesn't seem to be working, there are 2 things you need to check. Number 1, you need to check and make sure that you have Adobe Flash. And the next thing, you need to make sure that you have up here, there's a refresh button. It's a half a circle. Check on that if it's not recording. Okay, so that's the compose a message. That's the inbox. Very important. This next area is an area where you can ask your instructor a question. If you click on here, which course is this a question about, send them a message, and it'll go right to them from Canvas. So this is a very important area as you look at that. Across the Canvas community, they have a 24/7 hotline, so this is something that you can use on a regular basis. You can also chat with the hotline, or you can report a problem. So these are all areas within the Canvas. If you're having trouble with your computer, with IT, that's a different situation, but this is for that. Then lastly, but not least, is the library key. You're going to click on this if you want to see the library, and it'll take you directly there, as you see. So, which is really nice because you don't have to go out of Canvas to get to this. This is the open screen of the library. Now we're going to take a little look at navigating in your course, and I'm going to pull up a course here, Education 10, and just show you exactly what your main screen is. It's going to look a little bit different in your courses than this is, but mainly this will give you the idea. On your dashboard, again, we clicked onto the dashboard and then clicked into a course, and you'll see over here a list of things that are available to you. First, this is your home screen. When you click on home, you're going to be able to see this, getting started, the syllabus, and in the middle of this home screen, you're going to find any recent announcements from your professor. So you can click on each of those. Now, in your courses, in your regular courses, sometimes these are locked until a specific week that they can be opened. In this course, you'll be able to see all of the announcements at once because we have people coming in at different times. Over here, you're going to be able to see your assignments again, your to-do list, and then what is coming up. And you can also get to the calendar from here. The announcements tab, like I said, is where all the announcements from the professors will come in. So if you click on that announcement tab, you're going to be able to see each one of the announcements. If you've looked at them and want to get rid of them, you can, but I would suggest making sure you keep those on there. You can always go back. For my classes, I put a lot of information and resources that you're going to be using in the future. Next is the syllabus. You're going to be able to look at your syllabus. What is the course description, the learning outcomes of it, the materials that you're going to need, and then at the bottom of it, it gives a course summary. So this is very important. In your classes, you're going to be able to click the modules. As you see, you can get to your modules through different ways. You can either hit the module button, or you can go to Home and click that button again and go through Getting Started. In our class, we have a Welcome to Olivet, Faith Integration. Now, you're going to have Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, and for each week, you'll look through the modules and look at the overview. And after looking at those, then you click into them. If there's assignment due, they will be in that module. There will be instructions, and please always read through the instructions carefully. You can always go back a page, either inside like for instance, if we're in the Smarter Measure assessments, which is something that we use, you can go clear down to the bottom, and it's underneath my screen here, but you can hit Next Page to go to the next thing in the module, or you can hit the previous. So these are all things that we have available within this class. Now, the next important thing that we have is conferences. In a lot of the classes, professors will hold conferences, so they will set them up, and this is where you would go to. If they say, meet me in the conference, you would go here, and you can either, many times they are recorded, so if you're not able to be there live, you can see them later. And then this is probably the chat button is one of the least used a lot, which is probably the most important. If you want to chat with another classmate, or if the professor says, meet me in the chat area, this is where it is. You go there, you can chat, you can write your questions and go on. Then in this class, underneath that on the dashboard, we have the people button. And this is where you will see all the members of your class. Now, I want you to notice that the professor can tell how many hours you have spent, or minutes, or none. So when you say, oh, I've been in there 14 hours, and they go in and see 20 minutes. So this is where the professors can see exactly what you've done. The files then is all the resources that the professor has put into the class. And then you have discussions. We're going to talk a lot about discussion boards, but these are all things that you're going to be able to use. So just note where these are at this point. Right down here, the tutor.com is a very important tab for you to know and understand. Tutor.com is where you can turn in your assignments, and you can have them give a bird's eye view of what mistakes you've made. I would really recommend it at first with your papers and your reference page, because they can give you feedback. And then lastly, but not least, is the name coach. I'm going to get back out. So you have the outcomes, the pages, collaborations. Let's see if this will let me go on down. This is found the name coach, and later on we're going to set this up for you. It can also be found in the accounts, the name coach account tool. This is where you're going to record your name so that at graduation you'll be able to have your name pronounced right. And also this is an area that the teachers can go to and hear how exactly your names are pronounced so that that is correct. I hope this has been helpful to you. This is the dashboard again, the very first thing you're going to see. If I can help you in any way, contact me at rjquimby@olivet.edu, or you can contact me through Canvas, through the messaging, or you can give me a call. I'm available for you, and I want to be here as your academic advisor and be here to help you through to graduation. God bless and have a great day.